and welcome to the GC Audio Inherit Bank demo video. The Inherit Bank is a complete music production tool that allows recording, mixing, and mastering. It's passive and needs the Inherit rack to work. The connection is made using a 37-pin DE sub cable. It's equipped with 4 XLR inputs and 4 outputs on the rear panel, which allows multitrack processing and mixing. A combo input on the front panel with integrated active D makes overdubs easier. 3 functional modes are available. The first one is the Multitrack mode. In this mode, you work with 4 independent channels. Each cartridge has its own input and output 1 to 4 on rear face of the Inherit Bank. With the push button, you can route the signal of each cartridge to the Inherit system bootmeter. This mode allows the user to make Multitrack recording, mixing, or mastering. If you link in serial with XLR slot 1 to 3 and 2 to 4, you have a 2-slot stereo treatment for mix bus or mastering. With compressors, cartridges, an internal link allows to have a true stereo RMS link. Many other associations are possible. The second one is the unit mode. In this mode, you work with a single channel. The goal is to compare in a few seconds the sound from each slot. The input signal is on the channel 1 of the Inherit Bank. The output signal is on the output of the Inherit rack. You can put up to 4 cartridges, and with the push buttons, 1 to 4, you can select the slot you want to listen. So, you can compare 4 cartridges and choose very quickly the good one. Another configuration, you can put a preamp in slot 1, an EQU in slot 2, an harmonic FX in slot 3, and a compressor in slot 4. First, use the preamp in slot 1 for your take, then in your DAW switch your track and insert, and you can use the compressor or EQ. So, with only one channel you can route the treatment you want when it needed. In this mode you can consider each slot like a plug-in, but with true analog hardware and without a DA conversion. The last one is the serial mode. This mode allows to make a custom producer channel. Like the unit mode, the input signal is on the channel 1 of the Inherit Bank. The output signal is on the output of the Inherit single rack. With the push buttons 2 to 4, select how many cartridges you want in serial. For the demo, we will produce a small pop audio sequence. Let's start with the drums. I set the Multitrack mode. Note that it is possible to use phantom power, the pad, or the reverse phase of the Inherit rack if necessary. In our example, the drums will be recorded with 4 tracks: kick, snare, hi-hat, and room. For the kick, I am looking for a punchy and snappy sound, so I choose a 4K cartridge. It is possible to adjust the gain on the Inherit rack. A fader per slot allows you to adjust the sweet spot for each preamp. The push buttons allow you to route the bootmeter to the desired preamp. For the snare drum, I want a very punchy sound. The 73 seems perfect to me. After adjusting the gain, we can start mixing bass drum, snare drum. Then for the hi-hat, I want a clear preamp with a precise and incisive sound. The Graham Langley signature cartridge is ideal. Finally, for the room, I want a thick and warm sound to bring an atmosphere. The Giraffe audio tube cartridge is perfect. It takes a few seconds for the tubes to heat up. Alright, now we are ready to start recording the drums. Now we will start the overdubs with the bass guitar recording. In this mode, you will be able to switch without delay from one cartridge to another in order to choose the most relevant sound. The faders allow you to adjust the sweet spot. If the 4 cartridges are not suitable, you can try other cartridges like the 98. I am looking for a very colorful sound for the bass. I will try the Tube Heat, which is a tube cartridge but with a very different design from the Giraffe audio cartridge. The Tube Heat has a very dirty sound on the bass with a very analog saturation. I will choose this one. We will continue the overdubs with the guitars. I would like to have a special audio treatment for the recording. For this, we will put the serial mode. In this mode, the cartridges are put in series. You just have to select with the push buttons the number of cartridges that you want to use. This mode allows you to have a real producer channel available. In slot 1, we will choose a preamp. Then put an equalizer in 2. A harmonic treatment in 3 and a compressor in 4. You can change the order of the cartridges if you wish. With the push buttons, you can select how many cartridges you use in series. Although the audio processing cartridges have a high gain, the input impedance has been optimized for a line level. For a recording with optimal quality, you must always use a preamp cartridge in slot 1. Each cartridge has a fader at the output, so you can change the headroom between cartridges. The VU meter indicates the output level of the last cartridge. It's possible to bypass each cartridge. The riser cartridge series comes from the analog riser mastering processor. The first stage is the riser equalizer. Although its gain range is high, it is very smooth and musical, and included in the extreme settings. Let's adjust the gain and listen to the settings. Next comes the riser color. It is composed of a harmonic processing stage which aims to generate a feeling of proximity. Then the stage of 2 tubes with 2 settings, a clean gain to bring warmth and softness, a dirtier gain to give character to the sound. Finally, the riser compressor. This is a complete high-end VCA compressor that is capable of being transparent with high compression levels. We are now ready for recording. We will now make a new overdub with an electric guitar. The principle is the same as explained previously. For saturated electric guitar, I will prefer a Giraffe audio tube cartridge. We are ready for recording. Now let's process the previously recorded drum sound. You need to select multi-track mode and simply put the bank inputs and outputs into inserts on your DAW, and you can have analog inserts. By pressing the push buttons, you can route the VU meter to the output of each cartridge. Let's use a compressor on the kick and snare, an EQ on the hit-hat, and a tube harmonic processing on the room. When the processing is suitable, just freeze the tracks on your DAW. Be careful of the digital saturation of your converters if you use high output gains. Now, the last step of our demo production, mastering. For mastering, you must be in Multitrack mode. To have 2 processing stages, the cartridges are equipped with potentiometers with 41 steps which allow recalls while remaining very precise. The compression cartridges have a link on the VCA time control port which allows good stereo behavior. Cartridge 1 and 3 corresponds to the left channel and 2 and 4 to the right channel. The low-cut sidechain allows you to manage pumping effects. You can increase the input gain. It will be identical on left and right. You can route the boom meter on left and right to set an identical output level. can try several combinations the inherent bank is designed to create. This new stereo combination with the tube harmonic processing cartridges will allow a completely different mastering color. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions.